Hey guys, actually what I'm gonna do now, I've never really done this before, I don't have a script or anything, but I'm gonna do kind of a little impromptu review. And the game I want to talk about is Eternal Darkness, and this is for the Nintendo GameCube. I actually just beat this game maybe 2 days ago, so bear with me here because I'm just working from my memory of it. I really like this game. It's pretty well regarded. I know there's a couple naysayers that didn't really enjoy it, but I really enjoyed this game. It's survival horror. It has sort of a Lovecraftian theme, so if you like that stuff, I really recommend this game. If you don't know what like a Lovecraftian theme is, it's a horror theme. He was a horror writer in the early 19th century, but it kind of deals with more with, instead of like straight in-your-face horror, and it's more like mental. The creatures from other dimensions, elder gods, those that you shall not speak of sort of thing. A lot of like insanity, things like that. And, I don't know, this game was really cool. It did a couple things that I've never really seen before. I don't think they've done since, which is the sanity effects. And everyone probably really knows about that's into gaming and has probably heard of this game. But the sanity effects are pretty cool. And, it's just like weird things go. If you have a sanity meter, a health meter, and a magic meter, and if your sanity meter gets low enough, and this happens from like seeing monsters and crazy things, like weird things happen on the screen. Like, it's weird because I knew this was in the game, but there were still moments that it got me, and some of them are like your character's head just explodes, and you're like, what the hell just happened? Or, like it will fake like it's deleting your save file, and I knew that was in there, I knew it was coming, but there was still a moment when I saw that pop up, and my heart just like, did I hit the wrong button? But it's just pretty cool. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about the game. I just kind of liked it. You follow the story. There's one main story, and that's the main character, and she's in the year 2000, I think, in her uncle's home. And she goes through the home, and it's broken up into chapters. And there's this book. It's kind of like the Necronomicon, but not quite. It's like the Book of Eternal Darkness. And you find chapters, and you read them. And when you read a chapter, you play as another character from different time periods. And I'm a history guy, so I liked how it jumped around in history and you got to play characters from different periods in time. It started all the way back. I forget, like the first guy was like a Roman legionnaire, and you just go through history like 1800s, and there's a guy from the 1990s and the 80s, and like the 1500s, and it's just cool. Different parts of the world too, and it really lets you play with different weapons because people. You get weapons from your time period, so you'll have a guy with a crossbow and a mace or something, then you get the guy from 1990, and it's like during the Persian Gulf War, and he's got an assault rifle, and it's just cool. I'm not really going to go into depth. This is just kind of a quick impromptu, quickie review I wanted to do, but in case there's anyone out there that wasn't aware of this game, it's well worth picking up. It's possibly one of the best games on the GameCube. It's probably safe to say it's the best survival horror game. Well, I don't know, there are the Resident Evil games on the GameCube, which were pretty good ports, especially the first one, which was a remake. So I don't know, it's definitely the best Lovecraftian style survival horror game on the GameCube. It actually probably does Lovecraft style horror better than a couple licensed Lovecraft games, which admittedly there aren't very many of. But yeah, I'm trying to think. One of the only... I guess you could say it's easy. The puzzles weren't very hard. The battles... There was one battle that I thought was difficult, which was kind of a boss creature. And there's probably only like 2 boss-ish like battles in the game. Yeah, so difficulty wasn't really there. The puzzles weren't very hard. Once you get this recover spell and you can set it to... whatever, your magic recovers naturally, like over time if you move around, and you have a recover spell, you can recover insanity and health. So once you get that, it's really easy. But the game really is more about pushing the story forward, and it's just really cool. I didn't even know this starting name, but there's the 3. Well, actually, there's 4 elder gods, but who your main antagonist is actually is decided at the beginning by which idol one of the characters picks. And I didn't even know that, and it was pretty cool because I ended up picking the Insanity God, so it went more with the game. But actually, you can play it through it, and if you pick, there's a thing when you beat the game, you get to save your ending files. A lot of games do that now, but you can if you go through and you play it 3 times with each of the different gods, you get like a special ending. I mean, honestly, you'd have to really be into it to go through it 3 times. Because I don't think which god you pick changes things too much. But it's kind of neat. It's like, supposedly, when you beat all 3, it's like it happened in 3 separate timelines and it kills all the elder gods or something. I don't know. I had the strategy book, which I didn't read playing the game, but I did look through it afterwards to see if there are things I missed. And that's how I learned about the cool alternate endings. But yeah, okay, well that's about all. I just wanted to make you guys aware of this game. I don't know if I'm going to do more game reviews. I mean, it seems like a good way to fill in when I don't have, hardware stuff to talk about. So I might do more of these. But yeah, Eternal Darkness for the Nintendo GameCube. Great game, worth picking up. I don't think it's too expensive yet, so grab it while you can. Thanks for listening.